Hello, people of YouTube, that Ethan guy here. I'm back from another break. So, yeah, summer just started, so I was just kind of taking a break. I have some ideas for more videos to come out, soon, but yeah, whatever. This is my second Lego Tardis interior, and I wanted to show it off because I've had this built for a while, like the last one. I've just never gotten the real chance to show it off. So that's what I'm gonna do today. So let's get this centered so you can see that the construction of this is a lot different from the last interior that I showed off. The last interior was very brick, like brick based, just like you have a base plate and just studs on top. However, this one is a bit different because the walls are, plates, and if I spin it around, you can see it's all, like, first of all, the back is very, very ugly, but you can see it's all held together by hinges and just pretty much. So you can kind of see how it's all together. So trying to think what I should start out with first. First of all, there's a different doctor in this TARDIS, and that is because in my own personal made up Doctor Who canon, we have this doctor who is, my doctor. He's been my doctor for years, actually, but he would regenerate into this one, and this one would be in charge of this particular TARDIS. So another thing with the construction, if you saw on the back here, the hinges are not actually ratchet joints, even though they probably should be, but they're not, and the whole thing is actually held together. I'm wondering, should I try to take it apart? Yeah, sure, why not? Well, first of all, you can see here, these wires kind of hold everything. It holds the console part itself in place, but if I bring this close, you can see in there. Yeah, you can see what that piece is. The piece under the stairs is on all three back there. It's on all three main sides with doorways. So that's really what's holding it together. Anyway, let's take a look at the actual console itself. Also, actually, you know what? No, before that, we have the TARDIS door back here. The construction for this is a bit different. I have these cheese slopes back here. If I can get it, there we go. So basically, what this does is it holds it in place, and I can actually push these out. And each door is constructed like this. If I can focus, so you can see a bit better. Yeah, each door is constructed like this, and it slides in here, and it fits really snug. So what's really cool about that is if I ever get back into stop motion animating, which one day, just that's not today. The doctor, I can have this door be open, maybe put a green screen or something back there, and so it'd be like outside. I think that's kind of cool. But yeah, let me slide that back in there. It's pretty easy. And let's put the tile slopes back on. All right, now let's take a look at the actual console, because you're probably wondering how this is all built and stuff like that. And you can see that it is, again, well, I shouldn't say again very different, because the way the last console was built wasn't necessarily different. I just had a different color than most people. But this is just straight up put together completely different than most people. First of all, I have, okay, let's push this back. We have the top here, which is cool, just a little blue light thing here. And the console's made up of lightsaber blades, and then on the inside, we have two round, two round transparent cylinders, and they're on the inside, and it's held together by the lightsaber blades. And then we have some translucent green studs in here to match the green kind of round things on the walls in the back. So there's that. The console itself is made up, you can see that there's just another clear piece under there, but the console is made up of these panels, and they all lift up. It was a little tricky to get them all to fit correctly, because they kind of didn't want to fit correctly, but it looks really good. There's no computer viewing screen on this one like the last one and most TARDIS consoles, but that's okay, because I think it looks a lot cleaner like this. And you can see here, I'm just taking you around so you can see all the different controls and different prints that I used on here. What I really wanted to do with this console room is, you know, the like I said, with the last console room, that's very, like steampunk inspired, whereas this is inspired by Matt Smith, or actually I should say, you know, Peter Capaldi's Tardis interior, even though at the time when I was designing this, it was still Matt Smith's, and we didn't know that Peter Capaldi was the 12th Doctor. But it was inspired by that, and I just really wanted to make sure that I wanted it to feel like it was metal, kind of, if you know what I mean. Like, I like the gray and I like the blue. Like, I wanted it to look really kind of sci-fi, and I wanted it to look like it was an actual like alien machine, but at the same time very streamlined. And I like that because, you know, if we see this Doctor, he's very kind of he's a bit more whimsical, you know, with the jacket, and he has a cape. I give him a purple screwdriver now. And so, you know, he's kind of like a more English classic Doctor, whereas this Doctor, he's, you know, more streamlined. He's wearing a pinstripe suit and he looks more modern. So I guess like what I was really trying to go for with this TARDIS is to make it look a bit more modern. And I think I think I achieved that. Also, I have a wrench sitting in the hole of this railing because TARDIS doesn't always work, so the Doctor needs to, you know, smack it. David Tennant had a hammer, so this one, he has a wrench. And I guess that's pretty much it. Actually, you know what? No, I want to show off because it's... I made sure I was able to build this so I can actually show you how a lot of the stuff was built up. So I have, if we look in here, that is how I was able to achieve this shape. I have a I believe it's called a Travis brick. It has the studs on all sides, as you can see here, and I just have these pieces, and that's how I got that that shape. You can kind of see under there just a bit. Is it gonna focus? Sort of. But I have a white rod in there, and actually we can look at this console a bit better now. I have a round plate underneath there, and then that's here. Let me open it up, and then that's where you saw the translucent brick. So this is a really cool console. I think I like this. I like this more than my other TARDIS console. However, at the same time, I really like how, like I said, I'm into the steampunk kind of genre, so that's why I do like the other console a lot more. But again, what's interesting, if you look back at my old stop motion videos, if you look at my stop motion video, it's like a silent stop motion of the 11th Doctor's regeneration, you will see a really early version of this, and that early version eventually turned into this. So check that out for sure. Definitely check that out if you can. And yeah, I guess that's it. So thank you so much for watching and subscribing. We are at 150 subscribers now. That is pretty awesome. I'm gonna have some more Star Wars stuff coming. And yeah, so stay tuned for that. Subscribe if you haven't. Like the video if you liked it, or don't if you didn't. Comment your thoughts, comment your constructive criticisms, and yeah, so yeah, that's it. Goodbye. I hope everyone is having a great summer. See ya.